So I'm going to take advantage of the fact that I have 3-minute videos to share my love for a game that I don't get to play that often, Fantasy Age. Fantasy Age started as Dragon Age, the Dragon Age role-playing game. The Dragon Age role-playing game had its own system, and it was really cool. And the publisher was interested in using that system without having to go through all the licensing processes to deal with the Dragon Age stuff. So they created Fantasy Age. Fantasy Age is a really cool system. It uses a roll 3d6 and beat a target number as its base mechanic. But if you beat the target number and you have two matching numbers, like here I have 2 5s and I beat the target number, well, if you look at the odd colored die, that is your stunt die. And that determines how many stunt points you get for not only succeeding, but succeeding with stunts. And you spend those stunt points to do all kinds of interesting things depending on the kind of scene it is. Is it exploration, roleplay, or combat? It also feels sort of old school D&D-ish with some provisos, with some differences. What I mean is, in old school D&D, you did a lot more randomization in your character creation. Rolling straight was a thing in the early days of D&D, where you roll straight down the line and just take what you took. Well, Fantasy Age uses randomization. It not only uses it for stat generation, but it also uses it for other aspects of your character creation. Now, it is not as swingy. Your starting abilities range from 0, or actually -2, to 4, which gives you less of a range to maybe like have unplayable characters or something. That's a thing that doesn't really show up in Fantasy Age much. But randomization does show up in picking your race. So the race, you get a bunch of select abilities just for being of that race, but then you roll 2 times on a chart for that race to determine what kind of other abilities you get beyond that. It has 3 classes: mage, rogue, and warrior. And you have lots of choices as to what flavor that becomes. A mage can be a healer, or it can be a blaster, or it could be a druid, or what have you. Similar archetypes are available for the 2 other classes. It doesn't have a real embedded core setting, but you could use it with Dragon Age. You could use Blue Rose, which is a setting that they published. Overall, I love this game.